The next thing we're going to do, we are going to work on the inside of our little album. And you'll need to grab the 2-inch pieces that you cut. And these are what we're going to be using for our pockets inside our album. So let's take a look at our prototype. We have a pocket here. We have a side pocket here, a belly band here, a pocket here, another pocket here, and then a side pocket here. So let's work on these first 2 pages. So what is helpful to me is, and you can do this if you want, or you can work on each individual page. But what I like to do, I like to go through and just kind of see which one of these papers I would like to go on each page. For example, I would like this, and I wrote it on the back on page 1 and page 3. And then the next one I went through and said I would like this on page 2 and page 6 and so forth. So that is helpful for me when I start cutting. Next, let's work on these 2 pages. So I'm going to be giving you some measurements. Now for this pocket right here, and actually it's the same measurement, let me show you, for this pocket and this pocket. Those are all the same. I'm going to cut this for pocket 1, and it's going to be 4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to do the 1 1/4 first. Because I'm going to be using this strip for my belly band on page 3. So I'll just lay that aside for now. And then I want this 4 inches. So we'll cut that. For page 2, that's this page, I need it to be 2 inches by 3 inches. And this is already, I know, is 6 inches. So, and this is 2 inches already. So I'm just going to cut this one in half at the 3 inches. Okay, so I have 2 of these, which I'm going to be needing one now here, and then the other one I'm going to be needing later on page 6. So I'm going to lay this aside for now. This is the piece we cut for page 1. This was 4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So let's go ahead and get that glued in. I think I'll use my Barely Art glue today. And I have my little note on there to know that this is going for page 1. And let me take a look here. Okay, we're just going to glue on 3 sides. And we're going to line it up. And press it down. We're ready for page 2 now. This is the piece we cut for page 2. It's 2 inches by 3 inches. Let's take a look at our prototype. It looks something like this, and it has a thumb notch. So I'm going to cut that out with my 1 1/2 inch circle punch. So let me do that. About like that. And then we're going to glue that right on there. So let's do that. We're going to glue on 3 sides. And you can see my note. I'm using that for page 2 and page 6. This is the one for page 6. We're going to line it up. This is where tweezers come in handy. And then press it down. Okay, that's all there is to page 1 and page 2. Now we're ready for page 3 and page 4. Page 3 is the belly band page, and we already cut, let me grab it here, this little strip, which it is 3/4 inches wide by 3 inches long. And since this whole thing is 6 inches, I'm just going to fold it in half and cut it. Okay, let me grab my scissors. We'll just cut it where we folded it. We'll save this little piece in case we want to do some decorating later with it. We're just going to glue this little strip here, like this one right here. So let's do that. And I'm just going to glue on this edge. Let me turn it around here. And on this edge, like that. And then line it up pretty close to the middle. I think that looks good. And then just press it down. There's our belly band. Now, wasn't that easy? Next, for page 4, we're going to need to cut this pocket here. Let me show you. It's that one right here. And I had chosen this paper. I have for page 4. We're going to need to cut this 4 inches wide by 1 1/4 inches long, just like this one. So let me do that and I'll be right back. I have this piece cut for our pocket on page 4, so let's get that glued in. It's going to go right there. And we're going to glue on 3 sides, like that. Then press it down. So we have page 3 and page 4 done. For page 5, we're going to need to make a pocket like this. And once again, this will measure 4 inches wide by 1 1/4 inches long. So let me get that cut and I'll be right back. I got this cut for page 5. It was 4 inches this way and 1 1/4 inches this way. So let's get this glued in. Once again, we're going to glue on 3 sides. Press it down. Now for page 6, which it's going to look like this, we already cut this piece because let me show you. That was the other piece from this. So it's already done. We just need to put our thumb notch in there, which we'll do that. Okay, we have that. And that will go right there. So let's get that glued in. Gluing on 3 sides. And press it down. I think I need my paper towel on that one. Okay, let's take a look. We have all of our pockets. Page 1, page 2, page 3 is our belly band, page 4, page 5, and page 6. It's time to do some decorating. So I picked out a few things that I thought would be pretty. We're going to use our prototype as our example to give us some ideas. But keep in mind, you can decorate it any way you want. Just have fun and just use your imagination, okay? Now these are from, let me grab this, from the winter collection by Echo Park. And I have a lot of these left over from last year, and the colors seem to go pretty good with this. I like this Merry Christmas that's on here, and that's washi tape. So let me grab my washi tape. It's over here somewhere. Here it is. And let me get out that one. I think it's in here. There it is. Okay. So let's get that on there. That looks pretty good. Okay, got that on. And I wanted to mention, if things like this bother you, that's where the window was on the junk mail envelope. Can you see that? Then you can just cover that up with washi tape. That's what I did here. I just covered it up. So I think I'll use this little washi tape, this thin one, to put there. Let me find the end. I like this gold stripe. Okay, I think that looks better. Let me look in here and I'll just see what else we can find to decorate with. Let me show you what I found. I found these 2 little cards. One says all bundled up and hello winter to put in there, and then our gift card, and then this says Winter Wonderland. This page for our belly band, then I found another one of these. I liked that. It says winter weather is better together. Isn't that so true? And then here I had another one of these cards, and I really like those. A little town of Bethlehem. And then winter. And then for this page, let's see. I missed that page. I have Let's Get Cozy, and I think I have one similar that we can just put in there. This is Let's Get Cozy. And then for here, I put one of our scripture cards in there. And then for the pockets at the top, if you want to put a tea bag in, you can do that. I just put some washi tape at the top and then a little washi tape tag. But if you want this a little flatter, you can just put a card up there. like this. And I like that too. And then for this pocket, I just put a card in there that says Snow Happy. I love that. Let me see if I can get it back in there. There we go. Okay, I like that it sticks out too. And then for this one, put a little tag. In the meadow, we can build a snowman. That's cute. And then for the top pocket here, I found a tag to go in there. The next thing we need to do is work on our front cover and our back cover. And for the front cover, I found this. This was just some leftover paper that I had from doing the pages. And it says, let your heart be as light as a snowflake. I love that. So I'm just going to glue this on here and round the corners. So we got that all done. Oh, that looks really pretty. I would like to put this on the front cover using foam tape like I did this one. It just gives it a little added dimension, a 3D look. So let me get my foam tape and we'll just put it on the back like this. I think I'll just use the wider foam tape, and it is sticky. Then we need to get the backing off of it. Let me grab my pokey tool. I got a little ahead of myself there. Let me just set this aside because I want to put some of this washi pet tape on the spine to make sure that it has enough support for the album. So let's do that before we put our little thingy on the cover. So I have this. I got this from the washi tape shop. Isn't this just beautiful? Oh, I love it. So let's see here. Oh, I think that would be pretty. So let's just cut that. And let's see how long we need it. So maybe, okay, we can always cut it off if it's too long. Let me get that out of the way. Let's see here. Maybe about right there. Okay, and this has a backing on it. So we got to get that peeled off, and sometimes it's a little tricky to get it off. I finally got it off. All right, let's get this on here. I know once that's stuck, it is stuck. Press it down on the spine. All right, let's do some trimming. Let's take a look. Oh yes, that looks pretty. I love that. Now we can get this on our front cover. Okay, we're just going to line it up. Press it down. Let's take a look. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's do the back cover. And I found this. It says best memories. So let's just put that right there with some foam tape. Okay. Oh, that looks great. We're almost done. The only thing we have left to do is the binding. And this is really, really easy to do. What I used here was some of this silver elastic cord, and it looks something like this. Here's the silver, but I think today I'm going to use the gold. Now, I bought this from Amazon, but you can get something like this. Any type of elastic cord will work. And I even got this at Dollar Tree. So you can pick it up very inexpensively, and it doesn't matter what color you use. You can decide what color you would like to use for your binding. So I think I'm going to use the gold just for something different. You find the end here. So I'm going to get out a fairly good piece, fairly long, so I have enough to work with. And all you're going to do, you're just going to put it in your album. Going to line up your pages. Okay. We're going to see what we're doing here. Can you see that? I'm going to get out enough. And then we're just going to pull it real tight, because that's what's going to hold our book together. And let me just cut off a piece here. I know I've got plenty. So let's do that again. We're going to pull it real tight. Sometimes I need another hand. Okay. And then as tight as you can get it. Then we're just going to tie it in a bow. Keeping it fairly tight. And if you don't get it the first time, we can always try it again. Like that. That's all you do. And then I like to tie the ends with just a little knot, like a single knot on the end, like that. And that way, if it does unravel, it won't go all the way up. So let's just do that. Okay, and I'm just going to cut it off like that. And there, you have your binding. Let's take a look. You can adjust it a little bit so it's more in the middle. And let's just take another look to be sure. Yes, I like that. We can kind of move it so it's up a little bit. But yes, oh yes, that looks pretty. Now that you have your binding done, the last thing I like to do is put a dot of glue on the bow so it doesn't come untied. And you can use any glue. I think I'm going to use my liquid stitch and just put a dot of glue. Doesn't take very much. See if you can see that. Just like that. And then let it dry. You're all done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope you can get started making your own little Christmas album. I love making these. I think they come out so pretty. Thanks for visiting my channel today. I'll be seeing you real soon with a new video.